Hello, and welcome to your meditation practice as part of the Open Heart Project. My name is Susan Piver, and I'm always completely delighted to give you meditation instruction, and today is no different. Excuse me, today we're going to sit together for 10 minutes. I'll give you the full instruction. I'll try not to talk too much so we each can have a sort of sense of what it's like to be really still. And we're going to start right now. So please take your seat and begin to get settled. You may sit on a cushion on the floor if that is comfortable for you. And if so, please sit with your legs crossed loosely in front of you, and not ankle on top of ankle, but more like ankle in front of ankle. But there are no bonus points for sitting on the floor. Sitting in a chair is equally as good. And if you choose to sit in a chair, please sit with your feet flat on the floor. And as you get settled, I want to take a moment to remind us, myself included, I always need to hear these reminders, of why we meditate to begin with. Because I want to tell you, as a 20-year meditator and a 8-year meditation teacher, and someone who has practiced with many, many people, both as a fellow practitioner and as a teacher, I can tell you that there is no one for whom the meditation path does not look like this. It's always going up and down. There are days when you feel settled and still and delighted with yourself, and there are days when you feel speedy and jumpy and very cranky with yourself and your life. It's very natural to think that the former state is the preferred state, and actually the object of our practice, but it is not. Both states and everything in between are equally preferred, because the idea behind our practice is not to become sort of peaceful zombies. It's to become who we are, to be real. And when we can navigate our meditation practice, we can navigate our life, which similarly has peaks and valleys. So please remember, as we begin our practice today, that we're not trying to be perfect. We're not trying to do it right. That's actually kind of the worst thing to try to do. We're not trying to transcend the human condition and become angels. However, if that happens, please email me because I'd like to know. We're trying to make friends with ourselves. We're trying to make friends with our lives. We're trying to open to our experience so that we can live it. Because rather than placing our mind constantly on what we think we should be feeling or think we should have or be experiencing, through our practice we learn to place our mind on what we have and who we are and what is happening. And that is the very definition of alive. And when you're alive, you can love and be loved. When you're alive and connected to your vitality, you have also a connection to your most powerful wisdom. You are open to insight and intuition so you can be creative. That's what it's about. So as we practice, again, don't worry about, oh, I'm not doing it right because I'm having too many thoughts. Do not do that. Instead, just be with yourself as you are. Extend the hand of friendship to yourself, and then see what happens next. So here we go. So begin your practice by saying to yourself, silently or out loud, "Now is my time for meditation, and everything else can wait." Because for 10 minutes, everything else can wait. And give yourself to your practice. This is for you, and you deserve it. Allow your back body to be straight and strong and graceful. And your front body, your belly, your chest, and your throat to be soft and open, and try to notice that there's also grace in softness as there is in strength. The hands or palms down, just above the knee or mid-thigh, so that the biceps are basically parallel with the torso. And relax. The chin is tucked a little bit, so the back of the neck is long. And the mouth is closed. And the teeth and lips can be slightly parted to help the jaw to relax. And please notice what it feels like to be in a situation where you are not required to say anything. It's quite a delight. Breath comes in and out through the nose naturally, meaning no breathing tricks or techniques, just breathing. And the eyes are open, and the gaze is cast down to a spot about 6 feet in front, but you don't have to grip it with your eyes or stare at it. It's just like an anchor point. But otherwise your eyes can be very soft, and your gaze very soft. And the crown of the head reaches up a little bit, and the sit bones reach down at the same time. So here we sit with our strength, our softness, our rootedness, and our upward aspirations, all contained in you. Place your attention on your breath. And just notice that you are alive and breathing. Let your attention ride in on the inhale and dissolve out on the exhale. Attuning to breath is a very profound way to relax and to be right here, because your breath can't be in the past or the present or the future. It's only right here. Your mind continues to produce thoughts, no problem. Some of them may be interesting or funny, and others may be scary or foreboding. Irrelevant. If you notice that you become absorbed in thought rather than breath, just let go of that thought and gently return your attention to your breath, which will still be there, and begin again. Thank you so much for your practice.